Clementine, I told you once, I'll tell you 1,000 times.
Bone saw. It's not loud enough. I met a person named Bonesaw once.
What?
He lives in Scranton.
Given name or?
I think so. We didn't get into it though.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to on Bonesaw here. Should we do light and sound and then?
Yeah. Oh, I completely forgot. Thank you.
My light's on.
As long as you kind of clip it up. Oh, post. Great. We are coming up on 7:50. The 5-minute warning. Yeah. Let us do sound and light. Could have been haunting. Yeah. What? Hey, everybody. Hey, I'm Joe Gates. I'm going to be your host for tonight. You know it. You love it. It is the last Tuesday of the month, and that means that Hot Switch is coming to you guys live from wherever you are in our beautiful virtual theater. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I don't know if you heard us in the green room. Sorry about that. Actually, sorry. Hashtag not sorry. You saw some of our truest forms as we just kind of naturally getting ready and everything like that. But you know how you can help us get ready. If you are in YouTube and you go over to the side and you see all the comment, the kind of chat function right there. If you could think of something that brings you joy, not necessarily food, but maybe a concept, something beautiful, or like something hard, I don't know, Marco Polo or something like that, swimming at the beach. Put that right there. Anything that brings you joy, just put those into the comments. And our tech person, Colin, the very mysterious, very handsome man behind the scenes, will pick one of those and he will make it our inspiration for the entire show as we make everything up live for you guys in our beautiful virtual theater. So we'll see you in just a few minutes and we'll be right back. See you soon. Hey, everybody, we're back. So, you know it, you love it. It's the last Tuesday of the month. It's time for Hot Switch. Guys, thank you so much for putting all of the amazing suggestions in. In fact, if you're just coming in and you're like, oh my God, I had such a good suggestion, something that really brings me joy, you can still do it. There's still time, honey. You can just put it into like the chat function right over here and just put in things that bring you a lot of joy. Food is okay. We want something a little bit more concrete, something awesome. So as you know, like we are Hot Switch. You can, if you're just tuning in for the first time, thank you so much. It means so much to us that like you could spend your Tuesday doing anything at all, but you're spending it with us. We're seeing a couple of people just kind of like coming into the virtual theater, kind of sitting down on the couch. They're bean bags, they're gamer chairs that are basically like little traps like on the floor. I've seen, I don't know. So as you guys are settling in with your tea, your wine, your beer, your like, cold glass water, whatever it might be, put those suggestions over there. But I think it's kind of time to bring all of the hotties in. Get in here, hotties. Hey! How's it going? Oh God. And if you're thinking, you're like, how do we follow this very attractive, talented team? You can go to at hot_switch, and that is our Instagram thing. Or if you just want to be old school, you go to Facebook and you just put in at hot switch. And we are that's us. But guys, hey, how y'all doing?
Hot.
Good, Joe.
So like as we start each show, a lot of improv groups just like smash straight into like doing the show. We like to share a little bit about ourselves. You want to know the people behind the scenes. So we give you a little bit of like Hot Switch lore. Guys, I think it's time. We got to come clean. We got to talk about our D&D campaign.
Yeah, we
And
I
how
guess
we're
if we
playing.
have to. Yeah.
Yeah,
A bunch of
we do it. We do D&D. We're dorks.
Yeah, we just do that right in Joe's basement. We're dorks.
It's true.
Yeah, but we're cool dorks, Like it's gotten so uncool. It's cool again, kind of like high-waisted jeans. Am I right?
Yeah.
And leather jackets.
Exactly. So as you guys know, I'm running the game. I run it in my basement, which is wet and dangerous and also a little mysterious and fun. I light all these candles and make sure that every single player wears a very cool leather jacket.
Well, the candles are important because otherwise we wouldn't be able to find our way to the Pittsburgh toilet. That's over in the corner of the basement. Which, as we all know, is when there's just a toilet with no walls around it.
I mean, like, I'd rather you not mention that on stream, but it is what it is. So
we're part of our dungeon.
That's the Pittsburgh toilet?
Yeah.
I thought the large hole in the floor next to the toilet was the Pittsburgh toilet.
God.
I have an apology to make, Joe.
You have an apology to make to my landlord.
Uh-oh.
I'm moving out soon, so I don't. No, I'm kidding. This is a lovely garden level apartment that I'm in, so it's quite nice. But
all I know is that I broke through my chrysalis and I was ready to soar, and then immediately the ogre clipped my wings, and now I'm on the lawn for 3 months, and I'm just I'm ready to get this campaign really moving.
Well,
in a different way.
I love that though. I love that for your story and like how you were emerging from the chrysalis, but you've been like kind of captured, and that's how I brought you all together.
It's that classic level 7 druid stuff, like it just everybody emerges from some type of an egg-like thing, and then it faces a challenge and then lies prostrate on the lawn for a few cycles. That's classic D&D.
Yeah.
And I do like that we all picked a different bug person to play.
I love it. I love it so much. And Colin, your Luna Moth has a very interesting backstory. And I think like last session, you had a big confession to make to the other insects.
Yeah. Well, because everybody knows my Luna Moth cleric, Rollo, confessed that he actually is a solar moth. and that he converted to the worship of the lunar goddess.
It's true.
Really late in life.
Drama.
Oh my god!
Blew my mind.
Yeah, exactly. And 3 days into each of these characters' very short lifespans, like thrown upside down. So I'm excited because you guys know it. You guys are going to be fighting a praying mantis coming up very soon, and that's where we cut the last episode. You saw it cresting a blade of grass in the distance.
Yeah, it was like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but a dungeon quest.
Exactly, in your own backyard.
Everybody's been there, you know.
I wasn't sure that I would like it, but now I can't wait to get those 12-sided die back in my hands.
I took them from her because she was throwing them into the hole in the ground in my basement. So.
Yeah, and again, Joanna, I owe you an apology now.
I fished them out so many times, and now
You did. I thought that's why I was laughing so much.
It's amazing what a stick with a piece of chewed gum at the end of it will do. So,
guys, right?
Oh, we're doing a show.
We're doing a show. So we got to stop the lore. Although, guys, if you have a favorite bug class action RPG, like, character, like, please put it in the comments. And just like let us know what they are, and you don't know, maybe they'll show up on screen, maybe soon.
We want to know.
So, Colin. So, round of applause for Colin. Colin is our tech. He's our magician. He makes everything happen here. So, give him mad props. Colin, are you gonna fish through all of those juicy, beautiful comments and like give us a wonderful suggestion?
I am. I saw one really early on that, in hindsight, is kind of thematic now, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Oh boy!
Thank you, Christopher McMahon, for goblins.
Christopher, oh yeah, I love Chris McMahon.
And this is not to say that any of Brian's suggestions are not good. They're all very good. Sure. Probably too good.
Oh man. Well, thank you, Chris McMahon, for goblins, and this is Hot Switch presenting goblins.
Thank you, goblins.
Thank you, goblins.
It's just, I don't know, I just feel more elegant when I drink out of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's crystal, it's from your grandma. I don't know. It just feels elegant.
I don't know. I'm just like, I have no idea how to hold it. Cause are you supposed to cup it like at the stem and from the, or do you hold it?
I do, we are welcome to your leader. And then I just under there. And then, I mean, it's not, I have to use my chin as leverage, right. You know what I mean? But like, that is the vibe I'm going for this Thanksgiving, honey. Like, I want people to be using their faces for leverage,
Oh my God. Aunt Donna, this is just so much fun. Like, just you and me hanging out after dinner, cooling off, out on the porch. We haven't done this in so long.
I know. Well, I feel like, we've been busy and we don't engage with, planning for the next banquet like we used to, when we were first married. We used to have like a feast or a banquet every fortnight, it seemed like. And now, I guess work is taken over at the pressures of life.
Well, I know you and Uncle Joe have been talking about moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds stressful. What's that about?
Well, the flame had started flickering, sweetie, when a marriage winds on for an extended period of time without banquets, you lose that rushing flame of affection. And we thought a change of scenery might, throw some gasoline on. But we just did therapy instead. It just seemed easier. I don't know, like the market right now, it just seemed like a better idea.
It's cheaper too, I bet.
I know. Well, but you get it. Like you're a newlywed. You understand how it is coming home every day to the same.
I kind of love it, honestly.
Oh, good.
It's stability. Do you
Click.
Click.
Hello.
So we are about to bring our first couple on, Chad, and you are going to tell us if they are dating or aunt and nephew.
Oh, thank you so much, Bella. I am really good at this. I've been going out with my girlfriend, and we go to a lot of different restaurants, and we are pretty good about seeing whether or not a couple across from us is dating or not. So I'm really excited.
So let's see if you are a master at this or if you're going down the tubes. All right. Couple, come on out here. Let's see. I don't know. It's hard to tell so far, Chad. What are you thinking? What are the clues you're getting?
Okay. Well, I am seeing crossed arms from Bradley there. He's being a little all right. So everybody's being a little bit goofy. It's a little bit performative for this kind of thing. So Ellen is looking around. Poker face Ellen. All right, okay. I feel like these people are playful enough and they're joshing around enough that they're actually a couple here on this show. Last final answer.
Okay, let's see. Our lovely couple. Are you dating?
No, definitely not. No,
definitely.
That is my aunt.
Yes.
Are you? Oh gosh.
Yes, Ellen, you really had Chad fooled here.
Oh,
what can I say? I'm sensual in all the wrong ways.
Well, I that's what I kind of sensed. Like it was like goofy, kind of sensual. I probably should have seen that you guys were standing about 10 feet apart.
Click.
Click.
All right, click. Thank you for joining us again. Now we have quite a few lovely guests here on Food for Thought. As you know, the holidays are coming up, and we need to mix things up and make sure they're not just the same old table scraps that you give your huge, undesirable family. We have Leslie here, author of Food, What of It? And of course, we have Bill Nye here, and he has a couple of things to say about his upcoming book, Food and Science. Thank you so much for joining Food for Thought.
Happy to be here, Rhonda.
So happy to join you.
So let's talk a little bit about the drama going on in your life as the holidays come up and people are hungry, but they also have opinions. Please, Bill, would you go first?
Yes, well, I like to approach any kind of social or political conflict with the facts and the truth.
Yeah.
And oftentimes that frightens people, so I try to soften it by using wacky voices and props.
I love it. I love it. Look, a good prop will go a long way in diffusing a table argument. So, yes. Yes, you.
Hiya. I'm a huge fan. Thank you for having me. I'm a huge fan of Food for Thought. And you know what? I've been thinking. I have been thinking about, I've been on this smoothie diet for about 6 months now. It's going great, but I've been tasked with hosting Thanksgiving, and I'm not sure my family's gonna buy into the whole liquid feast thing. Any tips?
Bill, I don't think this one's for you. Can we have our other guest go?
Leslie here. Yeah, so we've all been there. You're trying to cut your figure down to a slender shape, and it's the holidays. And you've decided that you're not really going to eat much. It's more of like a water, liquids-based situation. I want to remind everybody that most vegetables can be blended. And if you just a few ice cubes, a few stalks of celery, sprinkle some sage in there, your guests aren't going to realize that they're not eating stuffing. They're going to think it's a delicious bird with bread products inside of it. I've tried it 1,000 times. Don't underestimate your guests. Don't overestimate your guests, and keep your guests hydrated, and you're going to be perfectly fine. Thank you so much, caller.
Goody, thank you. I was hoping you'd say that. Bye.
Thank you, caller. And thank you, Leslie.
Click.
Yes.
Click.
Click.
Before he was the Crystal Killer, he lived a somewhat ordinary life, but as always, there were signs.
Hey, I just came by to ask if I could borrow a cup of sugar, but is everything okay? Because you're completely covered in blood.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I was just out for a jog.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Did you have any sugar?
Oh, sure. Let me just... There's no one else with you or expecting you later today, is there?
No, I am completely unattached, unavailable. I don't have any upcoming appointments. Just home baking alone. That's sugar?
Hi. I'm sorry to kind of barge in here. I've been making some brownies for a couple of hungry children, and I was just wondering if you had just some brown sugar, maybe with a mix of Splenda, to offer to a friendly neighbor.
Yeah, I do. Just inside, but you wouldn't have any family that would miss you or call the police if you disappeared.
Oh, no, just a bunch of orphans playing in my backyard.
Click.
Click.
We've all been there. The holidays are coming up and you've realized your pantry's empty. You don't have any food. You don't have any dishes. You don't have any food. What are you going to do?
We've all been there. It's time for after school snacks and the kids are coming home, but your refrigerator's empty. You don't have any Sunny D. You don't have any milk, and you don't have any orange slices. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
We've all been there. There's a bunch of starving orphans right outside. They're knocking on your door. They're breaking your windows. They're screaming brownies. They're screaming Splenda. What are you going to do? You look into your cupboard. A rat comes out. What are you going to do? What's happening here?
What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do? We've all been there. You're on a rocket ship going to the moon, and it's gonna be orbiting around Mars for a couple of years. So you need to get yourself a nice packed box lunch to have on your trip, so you're not too hungry. And then you go and ask your mom, can you go to the deli, get a couple pounds of ham and cheese and some bread and Wonder Bread or whatever, and freeze it up. And then you go into space and you find out it's real cold and boring up there, and you're too close to the sun. It's too bright. What are you gonna do?
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 Velveeta.
Velveeta. Click.
Yeah, so, anyway, I was talking to my aunt last week, and,
Yeah?
I don't know, do you feel like things are winding down already? Like, it's only been 6 months of marriage, but, like, I don't know, she made it seem like we shouldn't still be happy.
No, I'm still happy. I mean, like, as long as we kind of keep things fresh, I don't think things should be winding down after like 6 months.
Right?
I'm feeling pretty fresh. I think that's first wife speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it got in my head, because, her and Uncle, Joe are moving, and
Yeah.
I don't know, she's still young, they're still young, we're young.
No, we're in our early 30s.
Right.
Like, I mean, like, eventually, age is going to wind us down. And like, we're going to have some separate interests. But like, that's not for, another 7 years or so.
That's it. That's all you give us is 7 years.
No, I mean, like, until the wind down happens.
Yeah, but okay, so then how long is the wind down?
Well, I haven't been there yet. Are you saying that we're winding down already?
Well, I'm just worried that if we only have 7 years left before things start to wind down, then how long is the wind down? And then how long?
Glass.
Oh, thank you.
Not sure.
Oh, I don't know. I just don't want to be like... I don't want to be like my aunt. Like, going on... Because she went on that game show with my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And that was weird, right?
A little weird. Like, I have a confession to make.
Uh-huh.
I ended up kind of like watching it just to kind of support you and your family.
Yeah.
I don't think it was particularly good.
No, I also don't understand the premise of the game show.
I think it's basically kind of an expansion on you're out, you're in a couple, you're looking at other couples and you're trying to like guess what their status is. Are they coworkers? Are they high school sweethearts that haven't seen each other in 21 years? Like, are they old flames that just nothing ever happened, but it's going to happen tonight? I think that kind of thing.
I'm confused because there was an episode where two people were a couple, but also they were an aunt and nephew.
Click.
Click.
Oh, she's coming. She's coming. Get down.
She's gonna see us all. She's gonna know we're gonna wish her a happy birthday.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting so nervous. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What
are we gonna say when she gets here?
It's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Do you think she's gonna be
come home from work?
She's coming home from work. She's gonna be.
Just going through the foyer, and I'm gonna hang up my raincoat.
Oh my god.
In the foyer with the raincoat.
So big. It's the biggest foyer.
Well, this is awfully wet outside. I guess I'm just gonna put my umbrella in the corner.
Your umbrella's going in the corner.
My shoes are in the corner. Is she gonna see them?
My galoshes need to come off.
I'm getting a cramp.
Off these galoshes come.
Oh my god, if she ever makes it out of the foyer, she's gonna be so excited.
Oh, yeah.
This picture kind of seems out of sorts. I'm gonna just adjust it like so.
She always adjusting pictures for.
My old back. Might as well grab my cane from the foyer.
I'm so hungry. Is she ever gonna come out here so we can eat cake? Is she still in the same foyer, or is she going across a different foyer?
How many
My
foyers
socks
are there?
are wet here in the sitting room.
There's a sitting room?
Wait.
Over
here!
Off these wet socks are coming off, and I'm just gonna leave them in the foyer.
I think she has headphones in.
What?
Down the hallway.
Get down.
Oh, okay.
Why is she going the wrong way? The
She
other
went the other way.
And up the spiral staircase.
Wait, that's the opposite way.
The foyer. Is there another foyer upstairs? We're gonna have to sleep here tonight, I think.
This is me time. Down the fireman pole.
Fireman pole?
Oh, okay.
Somebody here?
Surprise!
Oh! Click.
Click. All right, rounding up the half, we've got another exciting half of football, but Right now, it's time for the Thanksgiving halftime show. Join as always.
It's time for the Thanksgiving halftime show. And before we get to that, I just wanted to give a quick recap of the sports that just happened because it was a really exciting football game. A first half, as we all know, and everybody was playing football, and they picked up this brown oblong thing and they started carrying it, and there was kicking, and people were throwing the thing through the air, and it was
Wanda,
they had outfits on.
I hate to cut you off. That was the football that they grabbed.
Oh, okay. They were playing football. It was football.
Yeah.
And we have one of the players here. He wanted to tell us about the sports he was doing.
Thank you so much, Rhonda. And Billy, look, all we had to do was really just kind of like, go off the green, just like jump over the white lines, grab the brown oblong thing and just kind of toss it or kick it however we wanted, maybe even carry it.
Bernardito, that was a football that you had there.
You did a great job with the brown oblong thing.
Oh,
great
thank
job.
you so much, Rhonda. I appreciate that.
It's the name of the game.
Well, I mean, okay. The thing is, we gave it our all. I know Beyonce is out there singing her lyrics, but we just grabbed the oblong brown thing, had a couple of like textural things going on, which made my mind pretty happy. I just kind of ran with it and kicked it.
All right, looks like Beyonce's about to start singing. Let's see what she has to sing about.
You know what? I just want to say I showed up today in my stripes and my whistle, and I think that we all had a great day before Beyonce takes it away.
Oh,
one of the weird people that was doing something weird other than the other people and was wearing a different outfit and got a whistle. That person's here.
That's the referee.
Well, I wasn't quite sure. I mean, that might be their name, but a referee, if I can call you that, I wasn't quite sure which team you were on, but it seemed like you were nice enough, and you told us when we broke the rules.
And I also have a hat.
They're not on a team.
And why is your team wearing stripes?
So that we stand out in stripes, and we've counteracted that with a solid bottom that matches our hats, as I've mentioned before. It's all a very well thought out, cute little outfit, I think.
Is there not a test that you have to fill out to become a referee? It seems like you know very little about the. I'm surprised, Wanda, that you don't know. I'm very confused.
I'm wearing a lot of green. Do you think it looks good?
Okay, click.
It's so handsome.
Click.
It's so handsome. Click. And next up on Basement Terrors, we've got a real hole.
I'll never come out of this hole. I'll just wait for someone to come down to me. And when they come down, I'm going to make best friends with them for my whole life and all of theirs. I can wait.
Have you ever found yourself in a hole?
Yeah.
Still waiting.
Have you ever had to wait for somebody to show up?
Yeah.
You're never quite sure if you just heard something.
What was that?
Yeah.
And that's what hell is like.
Click.
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 Vernon, come to my chambers at once.
I came right away.
Vernon, it's been many months now that you've been with me.
Indeed, Veronica, it's been many months I've been here by your side at beck and call to your chambers.
You've been a very trustworthy nephew, Vernon, and I'm happy to have you as your aunt.
Aunt Veronica, I feel very special getting to live in your quarters and share meals with you. And Thank you for being so sweet and giving me cards on my birthday.
Yes. Vernon, look out over the veranda. What do you see?
I see an old chest.
Yes. Open the chest, Vernon.
Okay. Here I go. Oh, knocked the light switch.
Yes, that torch is blown out.
Click.
Like,
Hey girls. Hey girls. You ever look for like a hot, sweaty man with oblong object and tight pants running down a field? Well, we got something for you. You just type in oblong objects with guys in sweatpants, and we'll be sure to give you just what you want.
hey, girls. Have you ever been driving through New Jersey and you realized that you were almost out of gas? And so you had to stop at one of those weird places where there's the metal things with the roof over it and people are outside and they put liquid in your car and most of the people that do that thing are dudes? Well, have we got the website for you, ladies?
Hey girl, you ever wake up in the morning and your mouth tastes like ick? So you go into the bathroom and you open that cabinet and pull out that stick with all the little flickies on it, and then you grab the tube with the mint paste and you put it on the flickies, and then you rub it on your bone mouth chompers, and then the ick in your mouth goes away. Give me a call.
Hey girls, you ever wake up ready for a busy day at the office and you grill your long fingernails to go clickety clack on the flat letter buttons, but then you break a nail and you're not sure if you could clickety clack as fast, so you shut your computer and then you just look out the window longingly and you wish you had maybe a fuzzy friend or someone else to look out the window with you because it's a sunny day and the possibilities are endless? We'll visit the website.
Hey, girls.
Hey
Hey,
girls.
girls.
Hey girls.
Click.
Like,
Click. let's go in there. That's a great show. Yeah. Get in here, hotties. Hey guys. Thank you so much for all of that. And a big round of applause to Colin, our wizard behind the curtain, making all the technological stuff and sorcery happen. So thank you so much for that. And thank all of you for coming and watching us, giving those awesome suggestions. There are so many, and like Colin has so many to go through, and all of them were choice. Come back next time, and we'll be sure to maybe use yours. In fact, next time, so I got to look at my calendar right here, but we are always here. You can catch us at hot_switch on Instagram or at hot switch on Facebook. Your choice. But we are going to be back here. We're always here on the last Tuesday of the month. And I think it's going to be May. So that's going to be May Tuesday, the 31st is our next show. But if you don't want to keep that in your head or like type that into your like Google Calendar so it remembers it forever, you can always check at hot_switch on Instagram or at hot switch on Facebook. So thank you so much, guys. Anything else we may have forgotten?
I think that's it. Well, I think next time we're gonna have a new face.
What?
In the show.
What?
Maybe we'll make it a surprise.
Oh, maybe we'll make it a surprise. That's a good idea.
That's a fun thing.
Like a surprise party for a woman with a very large house.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first, folks. We're going to have a new addition to the Hot Switch Hottie family, and you can only see who that person is if you come back on the last Tuesday, that is May Tuesday 31st next month. So check in for that. But thank you again for, let's give it a round of applause for all the hotties here. Thank you, Colin. And thank you for being here. Again, you could have been anywhere tonight. You chose to be right here with us. And we're very, very thankful for that because we're nothing without our audience. So thank you so much. And we'll see you next month.